So when I start with a couple in mediation, the first step is that my office will send them the homework. And they will have a fair amount of homework to do before we get started. But what I do is I send both a copy of the statement of net worth, which is the formal financial disclosure that you would have to complete and file with the court if you were in court. I send that to my clients, and I say that they can fill that out. They can exchange statements of net worth if they want to, just as if we were in court. And then I also send them a pared down, simplified version of my information sheets. And they are free to just complete that if they want. In addition to that, I also ask for a list of documents for them to put together and provide to me, and also, of course, to their spouse. There's a voluntary free exchange of information in a mediation process. In addition to that, I give my clients a blank copy of the Memo of Understanding, which is what we will fill out together and build all of the detail and all of the provisions of their agreement. But when we start, they get a blank copy of that. And I tell them, you could treat this as a wish list where you can put down, if this all worked out in the best way possible, what would that look like to you? And you can each submit your own. If you're in a position to sit down together around the kitchen table and try to fill that out together, then I encourage that. And send them in to me so that before we get started, I'm able to see where we'll have points of agreement and where we may have a tougher time in reaching an agreement. So you submit all of that homework to me together, and I review it before we get started, and I start building your Memo of Understanding. And as we go, if there are other documents that I realize are relevant, then I will make the request for that. If, as we go along, we realize that there's a need to bring in some sort of a financial expert to value property, to do some sort of an assessment for us, then I will recommend that. But that will be something that we would discuss together and that you would be fully aware of before we engaged any other type of a financial expert to help us.